Hello, I'm Sarah Halliday, and I nominated the Capital District Women's Employment Resource Center. This is an organization that works to advance women's success in the workplace by building their economic and personal independence. The acronym is WORK. This is the only program in the area to serve displaced homemakers. These are women who have needs to go back into the work world to support themselves and their families. 300 women per year are served by the Capital District Women's Employment Resource Center, and over 10,000 women have been served since they started in 1988. These are homemakers who have lost their source of income and need to support themselves and get back to work. They could be single moms, they could be separated or divorced, they could be widows, they could have husbands who have lost their jobs or who have retired, but all of a sudden they can no longer afford to keep their homes. They could also be women who have supported their parents to keep them in their homes instead of going to nursing homes and now need to get back into the work world as they've depleted their savings. There's often a very large gap in their employment history, sometimes 20 years. The majority of these women do not have access to unemployment insurance as they haven't worked in so long, and they don't have social services either if they have a car or a home. Work helps these 300 women each year gain the skills and self-confidence and the resources they need to find a job. They work to train, empower, and place all women who walk through their door. They provide education classes to help these women become qualified and prepared employees. They have classes on resume writing, cover letter, interviewing skills, computer training, including Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, and also how to search for a job using a computer, how to use the internet. They teach them how to translate some of the skills they have as homemakers, for example, a PTA fundraising experience, into an income stream. And they really help to build self-esteem. A lot of these women don't have self-esteem to think that they're going to be able to perform well and get back into the work world. Work serves Albany and Rensselaer counties. They have 2 full-time employees and several part-time and 50 volunteers. They have a budget of $354,000. 42% comes from the New York State budget for displaced homemakers. 30% comes from training grants, 16% comes from events and donations, and 11% comes from the Women's Fund. The Department of Labor piece of their fundraising has not changed in the last 13 years despite rising costs to offer their services. 10.4% of the money that they receive goes to support administrative costs. If we choose to support work with our 100 Women Who Care quarterly donation, the money will be used to increase the awareness of the support available to women in our community. They've noticed that it's been harder to get to some folks in Rensselaer County, and now they spread their word simply through flyers in supermarkets, convenience stores, laundromats, places that these women might frequent, but they really need to increase their advertising to be able to attract more women into their doors. And they want to do that using advertising on the CDTA buses to spread the word so they can hold more classes and help more women. They also have a computer loaner program where they provide computers to these women for them to practice the skills that they're learning, in addition to utilize them for searching for jobs and applying online. They need to purchase more computers to support additional women and also to upgrade the technology and software on the computers that they have. And lastly, they hold workshops in the community because they don't just want to have women prepared to go into the workforce, but they want them to be able to stay in the workforce and be qualified employees and keep their employment. So they have workshops on things like LinkedIn and financial literacy, and they've also created a mentoring program. As 100 Women Who Care in our community, I hope we will consider supporting other women in their desire to get back into the workplace to support their families and themselves with a donation to the Capital District Women's Employment Resource Center. Thank you.